Well, hello. I'm doing a walk and talk, and you can see our chickens are all out and about foraging. Oh, and I'm here also with Charlotte. So, Charlotte and I are doing a little bit of a quiet walk in honor of our Maisie. And if you follow any of my private Facebook group posts, you probably know that we lost Maisie on Friday night. Whew. So I wanted to say something about that in her honor because she was quite a remarkable companion and a dog that we did rescue. She was a chocolate lab. I probably have seen her in a lot of my videos. And 12 years ago, she was about 2 years old and had been bred for puppies. And for some reason, whoever had her at the time during the breeding, they just dropped her and abandoned her at the veterinarian's office, tied her to his door. And at that time, we were about 5 months healing from the loss of our black lab, Dexter, who was another incredible dog in our family. Dexter moved from Michigan to Ohio with us, and then to the Vermont with us too, of course. It's an amazing dog too. So this veterinarian called me and said, I know you lost your dog. Would you be interested in this chocolate lab? And he thought she was about 2 years old at the time when she had those puppies. And so we picked her up. And that was when she entered our lives. And we were living in our Cabot farmhouse at the time. And she had a lot of anxiety because of her abandonment. She was always with us. And when we had to leave the house, we used to joke and say that Maisie would stress eat because, especially if there was any bread on the counter, Maisie would get the bread, eat the entire loaf of bread. And other than that, she was, the most amazing dog and so much a part of our family. And when we moved here to this beautiful forest, these acres, this was truly Maisie's home. I mean, she was here with us, I guess, about 10 years, as long as we've been here, and loved to run in this forest. Never ran away. It was always very easy to just keep her close. She would always come back to the house. And we always wanted to get a puppy for her as a companion because she loved other dogs. We didn't get our puppies until last June. And of course, we found two of the most perfect puppies. Love Charlotte and Sam so much. And, Maisie was pretty old then, had bad arthritis, but she really loved the puppies. She never got upset with them. Spent most of her time with Charlotte. And of course, took lots of walks. Always. Despite her arthritis, which was in her shoulder of her front paw, her front leg, despite that pain, she always went for walks. She was so excited to go for walks. And loved the muddy puddles this time of the year, everything melting. Always loved water. And of course, many of you know from my videos too, she loved the snow. She would just lay in the snow, even this past winter. She loved to do that. And, she was on medication. We have a really good vet and took some painkillers for her arthritis pain. And she also survived Lyme disease, which was very, very bad. I guess that was about 6 years ago. She spent 3 nights in the animal hospital, and we were really scared for her then, but she survived. And what happened 2 weeks ago, you know, some of you, again, who follow my personal page, you know that I asked for healing energy for Maisie because she got really sick 2 weeks ago. And she spent 2 days, I took her to the vets, and they thought it was maybe something she ate. But they also, when they did the x-rays, they saw something that kind of showed up on the x-ray in her spleen. But they said, wait and see if she gets better. Well, she got lots better. She actually seemed to recover from that, and she started taking walks again and eating and just seemed like her old self. But then on Friday, I knew there was something wrong, you know. I could just sense it. She didn't want to eat her regular breakfast, but we got her to eat something else. She was so lethargic. And then the big thing was she did not want to walk that day with the puppies and me. So that told me that she really was suffering. There was something going on. She mostly just rested, just was lying on her bed. We have like 3 different beds for her, so she would go from bed to bed. And then that night when Ben got home from work and Eric had already gone to work at that point, I knew there was something wrong, and she could not stand up, and she lost the use of her back legs. And then we did get her to eat some dinner, but she vomited up a lot. So you just know, right? We know these things about our dogs, our pets, you know, when they're sick. So she couldn't walk, and she was pretty heavy. So Ben carried her, and we got her to the emergency room. And it was a ruptured tumor in her spleen that had caused a lot of internal bleeding. And they gave us the option, you know, of surgery, but that was really high risk for Maisie, and they didn't feel like she could adequately handle it or recover. And if she did make it through surgery, they said there was a chance the tumor could come back within a couple of months. And I don't know about all of you out there with pets, but you know, animals are so special to us, and they can't communicate in the same way we can to say, oh, I'm having lots of pain and I'm really hurting. You know, they can't do that. So, but we knew. And so we made that decision on Friday night, I guess around 11 o'clock at night, that she needed to be put down. And we were with her, and, you know, we held her and, you know, felt her transition. And boy, it is hard. You can tell, right? Because I am fighting back the tears right now. I think that because I work, of course, with people all the time around loss in life, sometimes we don't think about the loss of our pets as having that incredible impact on us. But I think whenever we experience a loss in our life, it causes us just to question time in our life. You know, when is our time to go, and when is the time for our family members and our pets? Oh my goodness, I'm looking at Charlotte at the top of the hill there, and she looks just like Maisie standing up there. I'll kind of turn the camera. I don't know if you can see her way up there at the top. But I think that loss always makes us reflect, become deeply reflective on time and how much time we have, and the value of every single day that we have with each other, you know, and with our pets, of course, and with everything that's important to us in our life. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. So this is part of what I know I work with, both as a practitioner and in my own life, is staying present in the moment, you know, and staying grounded. Just being as reflective and contemplative as I can be. And I like to help others be that way too. Because we know that at some point, our physical body is not here anymore. I do believe our spirit carries on. I believe Maisie's spirit is right here with us now on this walk. Right, Charlotte? She's with us. She's in this forest. She'll always be here. This was her home. And I'm going to give myself lots of self-care, which I always recommend to my clients. Be good to yourself when you experience a loss. I'm taking my time with it. I'm trying to be really mindful of the fact how much I miss her. I'm not moving her beds yet. I've had candles lit by her bed. Ways that invite her energy and her spirit to return and be with us. She was pretty remarkable. And I feel like she was a big part of Kumari of the Woods and the kind of healing energy that we have here in the forest. So I wanted to share that with you because, of course, in my videos, you won't see Maisie anymore. And I just kind of wanted to explain what happened. I really value, when I made my post on my personal Facebook page, Kumari Patricia, on Friday night, it was really late. We got back and we just had to sit at our kitchen table and all talk until I was up till, 3 o'clock in the morning, to just share that kind of sorrow and pain that we were feeling at that moment. And also realizing it was the best decision that we could make, but still a really sucky decision. So I posted, and so many people on my Facebook page have reached out. I really value all of your outreach, your compassion, your love extended to me, my family, and Maisie. It really means a lot to me. If you're not a friend with me on my private page, I don't mind if you want to send me a friend request. It's Kumari Patricia. Many of the people watching my videos are part of the private Facebook group, so I will probably post something there too. All right, well, I'm going to walk up the hill with Charlotte. I can't tell you how many times I've looked at Charlotte and called her Maisie because she looks just like Maisie. But she's Charlotte, and I'm so grateful that Charlotte's a part of our life, and Sam, of course. And I'm walking with them separately, as you probably know, because Charlotte's about to go into heat, and so we're trying to keep them apart. So I do 2 walks every day now, 2 different walks. All right, well, have a beautiful day wherever you are watching this video, and do be really present in your day. Slow yourself down and just take time to be with the people that you love and value that time with them. All right, thank you.